Let's have a look at what a portfolio might look like by the time you're a graduating senior. And so what we've got here is a Google site that has been created for what someone might look like after having gone through the entire career at USF and tracking as he goes, in this case, all of the ways he was involved and learned things. So we're going to start on the home page here, and as you can see, the student has uploaded a picture of himself and also provided some basic language about what the career goals are and what this website is here to do. He's also provided a link to his LinkedIn account and given his email address right there on the home page for convenience. Now at the moment, these are organized alphabetically. We're going to go ahead and click into resume first, imagining that this might be what an employer would do when looking at John's online portfolio. And so as we scroll down through the resume, we see many of the things you would expect to see on a resume, like an objective or the list of education. And that will include things like the expected graduation and the GPA as current and so forth. Some of the important coursework will be here. We'll see a little more of that in a minute as well. And then an entire category for internships. So the career services folks certainly recommend that you try to squeeze 1, 2, 3 internships into your experience here at USF. Obviously, each time you give what you would do in any resume situation, a date range, the specific title, and some of the duties that you performed, as well as where it was. Below that comes relevant experience, which of course means the various jobs you've held. And as we see, this student has done a great job of trying to do things sort of academically and within the curriculum and on campus, things like student tutor or a peer leader and so forth. Awards and involvement come after that, and then the student has also listed some skills that he is proficient in. Now, scrolling back up to the top, we will see that there are other categories here that look pretty similar. Like I'll jump over to skills, for instance, and this is a listing of some of those things we just saw, the software skills. But John has also taken the liberty here of talking about his leadership skills and his languages. So these are things you might not have room to put onto a single page resume, even though ours is a scrolling, sort of internet-based resume. But it's still, resumes tend to be a little bit smaller. And some people also choose to make the resume sort of a one-page downloadable document. And so these things wouldn't fit about leadership experiences or language experiences. But John's chosen to put them there under skills again anyway. So let's click then on academic path. Now the academic path repeats some of the overall information, such as the GPA and the bachelor's in psychology, and he's provided a link as well to a comprehensive listing of courses taken and grades earned. So it's probably not wise to put your exact transcript online, but some version of that could be another page, and we don't have to have that page linked from the navigation over to the side. This would just be a link to it in case someone wanted to see more. Most of the time, I think employers will be interested just in the in major courses and the specifics of the courses that you took. So in addition to listing the courses, you could do other things here, like listing when you took them or giving more detail about what exactly takes place inside each of these courses and so on. Now what John does below that is he's identified some of the selected deliverables from those courses that he feels are good examples of his work and his work ethic and what he's capable of doing. And so he's linked to them. As you can see, they're all links right here. And then someone could download those and have a look at his term paper after it's been graded and commented on by the professor. Of course, you don't have to do it that way. You could upload a clean version as well. And then he's listed again some co-curricular experiences here that's part of his academic path. This was on the resume too, a little bit of duplication there, but we want people to be able to find what they're looking for. And then we have the Career Competencies button, and this is a button that explains what the National Association of Colleges and Employers, or NACE, has identified as the key competencies for career readiness. Well, those are the items you see in bold here. And those aren't up for debate. Those are the exact definitions and so forth that you should be using. But what our student here has done is explain how each of the jobs he's held, each of the classes he's taken, his secretary role in the lacrosse club, all of those things have really contributed to make him career ready. And so he's taken the time to sort of craft a little bit of a narrative about how each of these things is him in some fashion due to the experiences he's had here on campus. So you could also add files down below all of this. He's chosen to make everything visible on the page directly. And so that's it. It's not a collection of everything he's done throughout all of his time here at USF, but it is a collection of the most important ones. And as you saw by the notes he was taking, he was keeping up with this as he went through the career.